Welcome, welcome, everyone. We have made it to the season finale. We survived. We survived to the season finale. Y'all, this show was a lot. This was a lot. And this is coming from somebody who watched The Handmaid's Tale. I was not ready for the Testaments. And it was like a lot in a different ways than because The Handmaid's Tale was already a lot. But the Testaments was just something even more a lot. So triggering. But it's like that the production value, the acting and the writing and everything was on point because art is supposed to bring about feelings. It's supposed to spark conversation, and the Testaments did just that. And so y'all come on in. Come on in, y'all. This is the last one, last live. Until because y'all know we're gonna come back for season 2. Because I think they already were approved for season 2. So we will be back, but we got to talk about this season finale and everything that goes with it. Amazing, amazing cast. But y'all know I am not here by myself. I got Katie Love backstage, who we brought into the world of Gilead against her will, and now she's just here.
Rise, shine, give God the glory, glory. Children of the Lord.
When I watched it for the second time, I said, Lord, recognize. She was down so bad.
Becca, poor Becca.
That's what was gonna be stuck in my head. Just gone. Yeah, she was acting.
Give Becca. What's her actor's name? Give her all of the things. Because listen,
name is Matea.
Matea, baby boo. Episode 1 through 10. 10s across the board. You did it all, okay? This episode definitely should get you something, if nothing else, baby girl. You did that. Rise, shine. I enjoyed it. I really do appreciate you all throwing me into this thing. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I really did, because I had to watch The Handmaid's Tale just to get us to see what this was all about and to put everything together. It's 2 different shows, however, they are connected, and it's not as bad as like we was talking backstage. It's not as bad as Handmaid's Tales. However, it's still, because it's children, okay?
Yep.
But yes. Let's get into it.
And we got one more backstage. Tamika's Den. We actually even revealed the last year when we was going through the series finale of Handmaid's Tale. I don't even think we was ready for what the Testament was going to bring. Tamika, how did you feel about the Testament season overall, especially coming from Handmaid's Tale?
Yeah, I remember I was like, listen, I don't know if I'm going to watch it. I don't know if I'm going to talk about it. I was real skeptical when we got to the end of Handmaids. I was like, we shall see. But they brought it. They really did a good job. It was better than I expected. And it was also hard and rough and just had all the emotions because we dealing with children. Just hit a little different than Handmaid's Tale. But they still got the foolishness over here. We still got to burn Gilead down, okay? May the Lord open, okay? Open and get them up out of here.
That's right. Yep.
Open the pits of hell.
Because y'all know we gonna get into it. This is going to be a spoiler review. So if you have not seen the season finale, I think it aired on Wednesday on Hulu. If you have not seen the finale and you don't want it spoiled, because you're not gonna want this spoiled, make sure you put us on the watch later and come on back And if you're here with us right now, go ahead and give us a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to everyone's channel, y'all. And if you've missed any reviews, they're on a playlist. I know on my channel, the Handmaid's Tale Testaments playlist, to get all the reviews that we've done so far. So again, y'all, okay, we got to hop into it. But before we do that, y'all know this sparked me to go do some history. Okay, been doing some history lessons during this series, and something came to my mind randomly the other day about with how women were treated back in the day, and how women were being like persecuted. So y'all know what I thought of? Y'all, what came to mind? The infamous Salem witch trials is what came to mind. And the funny thing about the witch trials, there were 0 witches.
I had a feeling you was about to say that.
0 witches. There were no witches at all during the witch trials. This was just a concept of mass hysteria and a way to further oppress women. This took place in 1692, Salem, Massachusetts. Okay, so it started from like these 2 little girls got sick, right? They got sick and they started like they're feverish. They started hallucinating, seizures and things like that. And the doctor, because he didn't know what was going on with them, he couldn't figure it out. Mind you, this was in the 1600s, okay? Since he decided he didn't know what was going on, he just decided it was going to be witchcraft. He said, well, I can't figure it out. It must be of the devil's working. So that's just what it is. And so the first one they accused was the slave that was watching over the 2 girls was the first one that they accused. And then it's just spread throughout Salem from then, just going through all types of people. And then it didn't even become, it wasn't even about the Salem witch trials anymore. They're just targeting women. The ones with poor, they're targeted. If you too rich, they target you. And if you were a wealthy woman back there and you were unmarried, they targeted you and they took your land and they took your money. They targeted you if you didn't want to be part of their religious community, because Salem at that one was a strict religious community. Okay, so if you were somebody who wanted to be more liberal and didn't want to take part of their strict religious beliefs, then you got targeted too. Oh, and if you practice like herbal medicine and things like that, then you got accused too. So anything that didn't fit their mold and their what they thought you should be like and what they wanted you to be like, jail immediately, hanging. That's it. Like, and all it took was an accusation, no proof, mind you, because how you gonna prove witchcraft? So all it took was an accusation, and they threw people in jail. Just because, and then it started to, even though it lasted about a year in Salem, once people got wind of this whole witch hunt thing, it like started to spread into like other communities. And just a way for if you were just a woman at that time and you didn't fit the mold of what they thought you should be, what they wanted you to be, oh, you're a witch immediately. Tamika, what did you think when you first heard about the Salem witch trials? Because I know this was something some of us kind of like touched on in school back in the day, because it was, this is an actual historic event. And then it's been, in horror movies and TV and lore, because people have, kind of like fantasized it a little bit and put a horrific spin on it. But this is a historical event, y'all. This is not just TV. This is real.
Yeah. Yeah, that was always like crazy to me, really, that you could just sit there and accuse somebody of something, and the next thing you know, they can automatically take, because they feel like, oh, it's from the devil, you over here doing some stuff, just because you don't understand it. You scared of anything, you fear anything that you don't understand. And that's something that's still real and valid today. It may not be done in the same way, but I hear all the time, if you burn an incense, if you light a candle, like, oh, that's of the devil. Everything is the devil. Even the other day, watching Love at the Lockup, it was a couple up there that's been married 35 years, had 6 kids. One of the kids passed away. and they had been really like, from a religious family, she said. And she said the church told her, well, because you and your husband be into some other things, y'all basically made that happen to your son. It's y'all fault. Like God had to punish y'all for the lives y'all lived. So the fact that people still use religion as a reason to, do things is still alive and well.
That's what I said. People still feel like that. It is 2026. And if you still don't fit the mold of conformity, if you still don't fit the way people think that you do, if you want to use traditional medicine outside of like herbs and plants and things like that, and if you know how to heal, you immediately you're doing witchcraft. Just immediately. Candy, how did you feel about the witch trials? Do you remember when you first heard about them? Did it seem like something out of a horror movie?
Yes, everything, it's just the name alone sounds like some scary-ish to me. So just the thought of it, and it is scary because women are, were targeted, and it's nothing different today. We are targeted now. They don't want to hear us, they don't want to see us, they just want to do us, and that's it. They want to take everything from us. Then we just started voting back in the 67? What year was it we started vote? We were able to vote. So it's like women were just now being able to vote yesterday. So things that they did back then, even in the 1692, it's not far-fetched from now. It's just crazy how just because somebody says something, oh, it's true, it's factual. They don't look to see what happened or who did what, or if it really is true. They just go by what somebody said and be done with it. And it's crazy. And then you be hanging people, and then you say one person was pressed to death. What the hell? And I didn't know that part. I didn't know that. I knew some people were hung or whatever, but yeah, I didn't know nobody was pressed to death. Jesus Christ, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm not. And then a lot of things are rooted in like you said, fear and superstition, but things today are rooted in religion, and they try to use it to twist and turn a lot of things to make it be what they want it to be. So whatever they did back then is not far-fetched today. They just got a different spin on it. And did they have a movie called something about the Salem witch stalker, or am I thinking about a story? One of the
they made like
stories.
It was a movie about this. There's been several movies and specials about the Salem witch trials. Like I said, some of them have fantasized it a little bit, but like this is an actual historic. Exactly, this one I was just about to say. Women,
1965. So yeah,
yep, that's when all women
yesterday. Okay, so,
all women was granted right to vote with the Voting Rights Act, the 19th Amendment.
It's crazy.
And remember, women they couldn't buy cars, you couldn't buy houses, you couldn't get loans.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yep, the 19th Amendment. Your husband had to do it. You couldn't have no bank accounts or none of that. So yeah,
that was in the Handmaid's Tales.
Shoot, yeah, that was real.
Shoot.
And so they didn't want women to have power. And in this, religious community, just like Gilead, the women did not have power. They did not have a voice. Like they could barely even stand up for themselves and prove themselves, try to prove themselves innocent. They didn't have a voice at all. And we see this being portrayed in like this Gilead community. And then we're looking at our own government today who's trying to strip away like women's rights. And even people when they so-called, oh, we don't like DEI. DEI covers women too, not just Black people. It's like saying you can be pregnant and go to work. Like you have rights to be a woman and get equal pay and be pregnant and get maternity leave. Like it covers us too. Like what? Like not just because we're Black, but because we're women and because women get pregnant and need maternity leave.
Yep.
And they're stripping away stuff like that.
Disgusting.
I said, that's why you got to know the history.
And they feel like it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's why when people they don't like when people say men hate women. Yes, the hell they do. They do. They do. They might like them, but they damn sure hate them.
Oh yeah, for this people, and people don't realize that though. They think it's just for Black people. Oh no, but what gives when they trying to strip it away, especially because they know a lot of women benefit from it, and they taking it away, stripping women's rights away further stripping productive organ rights away from women. Like that's why you have to know your history to know that these things are already happened. And when people hold conservative values, they want to pull it back and preserve things like this. They want to preserve stuff like that, and then you get a Gilead. Is what happens. So just dropping a little history lesson on y'all for anybody who thought the Salem witch trials was just a horror movie. It's not. This happened right here in America.
It is a horror movie, horror realistic.
Yeah, technically it is. Technically it is completely
horror reality.
Exactly. Hopping into the episode though. So we're gonna go character by character and talk about how they were in this episode. We're going to start with Daisy here, who last week we've already identified her as the shit starter. Okay. and proud of it, by the way. Daisy has learned that she has a power of white woman privilege, and she is going to use said power and don't care about using it. And so Miss Daisy, when they find out that they got Becca, on lockdown and strapped up, and I don't even know why y'all. First of all, we'll talk about when we get to Becca, but y'all got her locked in a straight jacket, and she's locked behind metal doors with bars.
Oh, baby,
they got her triple locked up. When she finds out that she's been locked away, Daisy feels like we have to do something. We have to do something. She's like, I need to talk to Mayday because they need to do something because there's that man was a predator. Like she shouldn't be punished for going down for this. That man was hurting girls. And Garth was like, what you want me to do? First of all, they was getting on Garth's nerves in this episode. I ain't never seen him
win. He couldn't catch a break. He ain't need to catch no break though.
Exactly. I ain't never seen him so stressed. Boy, he was on them Newports. So she's like, I have to talk to Mayday. So he sneaks her out, and they try to tell her that, okay, well, since you wanted to go home so bad here, we got you out. Yes, can stay there now. She finally gets to see June, who she's been asking to talk to, and it's like, well, no, y'all got to send me back. I just was trying to see if y'all wanted to help or whatnot. Like I wasn't trying to escape this time. And June is like, what? You don't want to act like you wanted to get out? She's like, no, I'm trying to help them and whatnot. And she tried to accuse June of not doing enough. June had to put her in her place one time for the one time, but she was like, send me back because I need to help Agnes and them. And June said, who Agnes? Wait. Well, you know what? You know what? If you want to go back, you want to go back? Sure. Tell me about Agnes again. And that's when Daisy puts 2 and 2 together and figures out that Agnes is Hannah. Mm-hmm. They send her back, and now, and we'll talk about it some more when we talk about Agnes. But of course, Daisy had to make sure she goes and tell Agnes, well, I talked to your mama. Right, she was a handmaid, and at first Agnes didn't even believe her, and she was just like, "Oh, that you mean the terrorist?" She's like, "No, your mama was the handmaid. She was out here, okay, and she was out. She was fighting for what was right, and Agnes, not even your real name, is Hannah, and we'll talk about that some more in the end. But of course, she had to go, which I'm glad she did. She had to go back and let her know I talked to your mom after she done got on everybody's nerves." And when she gets back, she goes and talks to Aunt Lydia because Garth Brooks said, well, we caught her out smoking his cigarettes at that. And she has this talk with Aunt Lydia. It's like, well, mothers are supposed to protect their daughters. So you all are supposed to protect, Becca. It's you all's duty to protect Becca. We'll get into what they thought they interpreted that as in a minute, even though Daisy was kind of trying to tell Aunt Lydia, I met June, who was Agnes's mother. They flipped that into a whole different thing. But Miss Daisy was quite busy in the episode. Candy, what did you think about Daisy in the episode 10?
Okay, so the first time we watched this, I didn't think about that until about an hour ago. How the hell y'all can't get Hannah out of here? If that's what the goal is, to get Hannah out. Why Hannah can't exit the plantation? Because we wouldn't have a show if she could. So that's
Well,
why she can't.
and the Mackenzies because she's really blocked. That's why Garth Brooks is there anyway. Because yeah, the Mackenzies don't play about Agnes. Well, at least the dad. I'm gonna say that.
Listen,
Commander Mackenzie.
child, that man. You know what? We'll talk about him when we get to him. But Daisy said, "I want to escape," and then she want to come back. Girl, what? They done went through hell and high water to get you out of here. Now you want to go back? You just want to tell her something, girl? Daisy, go find you something else to do. Because Daisy pissed me off. I'm like, Daisy, okay, all right, I'm just gonna help them. I'm gonna help them. I got stuff to do. I'm gonna go back, but I want to go back. Then you go back and then you get caught. When I said I could have took Daisy and run her ass out to dry, she pissed me off. Daisy been busy, but I'm pissed off, but then I'm not because she came back with some good information for Agnes, Hannah, and okay, all right, Daisy.
Mm-hmm.
Daisy put everybody in jeopardy though. She always everything she does, somebody on the brink of getting their head chopped off, fooling with her.
Oh yeah, and right here, this was another reason why that they couldn't, because the girls didn't know they were in danger. They didn't know. They don't know, and that's when because Daisy started feeling herself for a minute, and she was just like, "Well, y'all ain't did this, and you see what I did, and I only been here 5 minutes, and Mayday ain't did nothing. Mayday ain't did this, they ain't did that." And June said, "Hold on, wait, you must don't know who I am." She said, you don't know who I am.
Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
She didn't. She said, these girls don't even know they need saving. So what you talking about, Daisy? How you gonna save some people who don't even know they need to be saved? They don't know and they in trouble. They don't know yet. Okay? Tamika, how did you feel about Miss Daisy this episode?
That's the part I don't like about Daisy. First of all, you came in here not prepared. You was crying the whole damn season that you want to get out. When y'all gonna get me out? When y'all gonna get me out? When you gotta get me out? You gotta get me out now. Then when you get this message, when she read that paper, she did not rip it up properly. When I was rewatching it, I said somebody could have came and taped that right back together and seen what the hell it was. She ain't put it away, nothing. She just threw it on the floor. I mean, she just was not prepared for this. And yet you swear you know everything. You swear you smarter than everybody. You part of the reason why this situation is escalated to the point where it's at now.
Exactly.
And then you're going to stand in God's face when he was like, yo, you could get yourself taken out, me taken out, and jeopardize everybody. She flat out said, I don't care. She was like, I don't give a damn. Okay? We all could burn down. I'm like, girl, what? Like, not you jeopardizing everybody else because you want to do what you want to do. And then you get here to June, like y'all already mentioned, and you want to tell her about what she didn't did and what she need to. I said, hold up, you don't know who the hell you talking to. I was so pissed with this. Like, this is June, bitch. She was been doing this long before you was thought.
Exactly. And saved her. And make sure she saved her because the eyes were coming after her.
Exactly.
She ain't new to this.
Okay? And freaking Golf, he was so happy when he heard we about to get that problem up out of there. He said yes, because every 5 minutes they was coming to him with something else. I know he said, God damn it, when she came back. But I really wish, since she didn't want to go, and we know we needed Becca to get out of here, I wish she could have traded places and sent Becca with June, and Becca could have got her ass up out of here. I was kind of frustrated with her, though. Even though I get it, I understand, I know what she want to do, and that, she's seeing what these girls going through. Then I also was mad. You hear having the conversation with June, and she's saying, oh my God, is she your age? And she's realizing that that's her daughter. You don't tell her nothing about, girl, she's about to be married, or she had like
that
nothing.
Part.
Yeah,
that part.
She should have said that.
Mm-hmm. I was like, girl, we ain't gonna say nothing, but
Yeah, like,
June said, okay, you want to go ahead back in here? Go ahead, girl.
Right.
That was the part when she should have said, y'all need to hurry.
Yeah.
Because they trying to marry her off to this old abusive man. Y'all need to move a little bit faster at this point. Ain't said nothing because, she thinks she got a handle on everything. Been in Gilead 5 minutes. And she didn't even tell June that she started her period either. That her and Hannah started their periods and they trying to marry them off.
None of that.
You in here thinking that you can do that you about to be the Moses of the plums now. the Plum and the Young Greens.
The hell you say? That Moses.
Like, girl, you just got there, okay? We know you coming there like to flip the table, but you don't even know enough. Some of the girls don't even like you as is.
Yeah,
they don't even like you enough to want to listen to you. But let Daisy tell it. Daisy gonna get a lot of people in trouble, is what I feel like is gonna happen in season 2. Because she move a little bit on the reckless side.
Yeah.
And then y'all, we got to talk about Becca here. Oh yeah, Becca was gone.
I didn't even realize, y'all,
mentally gone.
I didn't realize that we had a cameo from Margaret Atwood. I that completely slid past me. And so when I rewatched it,
who is Margaret Atwood?
The one that wrote the books.
I mean, who is she? Who was she in the story?
Oh, she was one of the eyes. She was the old lady. Well, I don't mean to call her old lady, but she was the older lady that brung on Lydia to Becca's jail.
Oh, okay. I know you told her to be careful with her.
Told her
like
be
that.
careful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I said, damn, I ain't even see you, Margaret. Hey, girl.
Oh, I love that.
Okay.
Yeah. She was in the institution where they had Becca just sitting there singing, spaced out. Lydia, can you get us some water? Becca, did you eat something? Y'all ain't got to have her tied up like that. Can y'all let her turn her loose a little something?
Oh, Lydia be swearing she still got some kind of power. Like, girl, bye.
She ain't gonna hurt nobody, y'all. She just, she done her due diligence, okay?
Yeah, at this point,
she ain't gonna bother nobody else. I can guarantee you that.
They said when they got the coroner's report on what happened to look at the stab wounds to find the cause of death for Dr. Grove, her predator dad, they pretty much said that it was overkill. Okay, that was overkill. Like, y'all, they said she sliced and diced him up like Ghostface himself could have done, if not worse. She got him real good. They was just like he just a couple of those was enough. That she did.
Yeah, she definitely did. She went up in there 50-11 times, baby. Cut off some of the genitals
and everything.
But did she really do that? Or did her mother go back and finish the job? Like, did she go in there and do something?
No, I think she did do that. They just didn't show us all of that on TV. If this was HBO, we would have got that, but this is Hulu.
Yeah, they said she got him pretty good. And she in the corner in the padded room singing and whatnot. And
then gonna talk about some Christian man. I said, baby, ain't nothing exactly. Christian.
Why would y'all put that on there? The doctor,
what does
white
that mean?
Christian man. What does that have to do with anything? Exactly. No.
Sliced and diced, baby.
He had to go. So y'all, they had to. Becca was in hysterics. She was pretty much drugged up the whole episode, y'all. They had to sedate her because she was just crying uncontrollably. They couldn't get her to calm down. And thanks to meddling ass Daisy going in there. And meddling ass Agnes, number one, Daisy went and talked to the aunts and said we got to protect Becca because mothers protect their child. Agnes go over there with that old geezer that she's supposed to be marrying and trying to say, well, she tried to protect, your future wife, you know what I'm saying? Because like, he did stuff. It was me, like he guilty, like he did stuff, like to all of, like for real. And he goes and just like, because I'm the man out here. I can do stuff. I got the juice out here. Is what I'm saying. Trying to throw his little weight around. So they got Becca to go, they released her into the care of her mom. But they decided that the mom was gonna be the one to take the fall for it. Like, say you wanted to protect your daughter, right? Because she still got to get married and whatnot. So we gonna try and protect her. And so you gotta take the fall for it. By taking the fall, we know what that sounds like in Gilead, because although that man was a straight up predator, her mom got lynched anyway for it. And the commanders are sitting there. Mom is sobbing crying boo-hoo tears. She did this for her daughter. They hung her mom anyway. Now Becca ain't got no parents, and they still forced this girl to get married. Well, they ain't go, she still needed to get married because Agnes wanted to protect her because Commander Judd said we would be merciful taking her to be a handmaid. That's the way they would, because they said she's still fruitful. That would have been her fate to be a handmaid. And so they decided the best deal for her was go ahead and just, mom, take the fall, you marry Judd, which Agnes had to go and talk him into. Even though she was just like hurt doing this, because she said, when I watched it upon the second time, she was like, you don't know how hard it is for me to tell you to marry her. This is really hard for me.
Yeah.
Because we know how in love she was with Garth Brooks. That girl still got his cigarette butt in her little handbag.
Okay.
So this was really hard for her to go to the love of her life that she thinks she's in love with to save her best friend, because they know it wouldn't be no good for her outside of Garth. That is saving her, because outside of that, Becca's life would have been straight hell afterwards. And Agnes and Daisy kind of owed her a little bit, because y'all kind of helped get her in this situation. So she went to help her, and poor little Becca, y'all know when she get a little woozy, she started telling the truth about stuff, And so in her drugged up state, she kissed her best friend to get her the spirit to walk down the aisle, which she still couldn't walk down the aisle. They had to hold her up there. Vidala had to damn near carry her out there to the damn Agnes, the whole room.
Dread, go to time out, okay? Dread, I need you to go to time out, friend, okay? Go in the time
and he
out.
smoked a cigarette in her day, but got all of her cigarette butts as a collection.
She probably got him in the closet somewhere, child.
And so he doesn't, he don't know how much Agnes. I mean, I feel like in the season 2, he's probably gonna figure it out a little bit, because she's gonna be coming over there for house visits, and because we see Becca ass is finally in the damn bed. He had to carry her ass in the house, take her, lay her in the bed, because she is just not there. She's sedated. She's mentally disturbed right now. She ain't got no parents left. That's it. Her dad is gone. Her mom is dead. Her mom couldn't even be at her little wedding because they done hung her. They at least could have seen her get married off. But Becca hardly halfway remembered the damn wedding because she was so damn drugged up. And I seen on Twitter they said hashtag lock them doors, because y'all, Garth is he a little scared, because she did just dice that man. So after he laid her in the bed, he went on and locked the door just in case she get up, to make sure he ain't the next victim.
Am I scared? Nah. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Candy.
Listen, I felt for Becca. I mean, give this little girl all her things. She gets all the things, okay? Whenever they come up for award season, I need her to be there. I need all the young ladies to be there, because she did the doggone thing all season long, like I said in the beginning, and as well as in the last 2 episodes. Becca played her ass off, okay? She played very cuckoo. She played the insane part. She played that part so well, the way she was singing and the way she was looking. Oh, I know what. I thought it was raining outside. Like the way she, her demeanor, her tone, the way she was looking, she was playing like she was, drugged up when she was with Agnes. She dropped her flowers when she was getting ready to get married. Now Garth got to take her in the, this little girl did all the things, okay? She really did. And when she was getting married and she dropped her flowers and then her mama was getting, oh, Jesus. They did it at the same time. I said, I know this little girl ain't looking at her mama. It just seemed like they were just in the same room, but they were not. Thank you. Thank the Lord. Because I don't think she would have made it if she probably just had a heart attack or passed out and died right then and there. She saw her mama, I just thought they was going to punish her like that. But I am glad. I think Garth is the right person for her. I'm glad Agnes, knuckled up, nutted up and said, hey, go ahead and do this for my home girl. I'm going to need you to be her soft place to land, because she has no soft place. This is not the place for somebody in this position. So I hopefully Garth will do right by her and take care of her. Hopefully, you know, Agnes and what's her name? Hulda and not Hulda, she'll be married, child.
Shunammite.
Shuna will come and visit her and, you know, help take care of her. Hopefully,
He gonna be
I don't
calling them
know.
every 5 minutes if he don't get a Martha at that house. He gonna have to have Martha to help take care of her because he gonna be
Yeah,
like,
she's gonna
y'all,
have-
she won't even get up out the bed. Somebody come help her. And then the
Listen,
second, when she do get out the bed, he gonna still be scared. She gonna be standing in the kitchen looking crazy.
no sharp objects,
Agnes,
okay?
come
No
get her.
sharp objects in the house. But I hopefully this is one and done for her. I don't know what next season going to look like for her. I'm sure she's still going to be laying in that bed, but for Daisy to tell that helper, I've got her name,
Vidala, was it?
no, the other lady, Lydia, about her being a mother. Like Daisy put that shit in her head and got the ball rolling. So she let her know, like, you need to go and talk to her and let her know a mother's supposed to take care of their child, this, that, and the third. And she put it in action. And, you know, the lady, she had no choice but to do it, because what else she gonna do? I mean, go ahead and take the hit. I hated she had to be home because that's painful, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't know if that's a mother's love or not, but I ain't doing it.
Look, it was either that, it was either gonna be you, or would you get hung, or you see your daughter go to and be a handmaid.
Listen, she gonna be a handmaid. We both of us gonna live. Make me be a Martha and make her be a handmaid, but both of us can live. We'll get out. Daisy, speed up. Daisy, speed it up. Okay. Yeah, but I enjoyed seeing Becca. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny when we first watched it. It was like, what the hell? But, you know, all in all, it was very good, very, very good.
I know. We got to take a moment for Becca's mom, because she didn't see none of this happen. She didn't know she was about to lose her husband. She didn't know that her daughter had a psychotic break, and she didn't know that she was going to be at the end of her days either. Like, this happened so fast for her. She didn't see any of this coming. So I really feel bad for her mom.
Yeah. You lost your husband and your daughter and everything.
And that's and your life, husband, daughter, life, all in one swipe of the knife. Tamika, how did you feel about Becca, aka Becky with the good blade?
Yeah, this was a lot. Like, when she, you know, like y'all already mentioned, them bringing up to Vidalia and Aunt Lydia about mothers and how, you know, they're supposed to, you know, protect their daughters and provide for them and do all of the things. And kind of gave them an idea, let them have peace for 2.5 seconds, I guess, because I really didn't think Vidalia was going to give a damn, to be honest. She was pretty much even saying, like, girl, that's not the way it works. That's not how any of this works. It's not really nothing we could do. All of them was saying that. Judge said, who's we, bitch? I don't speak French. Like, they didn't want to be bothered. But once she came and her mother was all crying and happy, and they was like, listen, this is just temporary. You're going to have 24-hour security, like, you know, until this trial goes. And the two options was either for her to be taken out or be a handmaid. It's interesting too that even throughout all of this, even with Agnes has seen within this happening, there was still pieces of her that was still very naive and thought like, oh, okay, well, can't we just get her out? Can't this be fixed? You know, oh, we're going to do something and we're going to fix this. And even as Paula, as much as I can't stand her, is telling her, like, that girl life is over. She ain't got no damn choices left. Like, nobody ain't gonna want, she can't do nothing. And she was still over there talking about, well, what about golf? She said, he'll be a fool. Nobody, like, who the hell want to be bothered with that? You know, thinking, oh, I saved her. But it's like, it's really not no save. It's not a win in this situation. Either way, it was going to be a loss. And then when, you know, they get in here to her mother, I said, wait, mama ain't even know the fact that she was saying, what we going to do? And she said, oh, well, they're going to ask her some questions. She going to have to testify. And she going to go in there and say, I saw my mother standing over his body in the bathtub. Mama looked like, what? Shit, I didn't know that. I wasn't signing up. I wasn't signing up to do that. Her and Becca both look shocked to hear that.
Like, you want me to do what?
But But then, I guess she thought about it and said, listen, I'm going to go ahead and do it for my girl so that she could, be free if that's what you feel like free is. And yeah, I was listening to a piece of Even Struggle and My Sweet Perspective. Shout out to them live. I don't usually watch too much other people's reviews because I don't want to have their thoughts in my head, but I did hear the gentleman, I don't know his name, that was on a panel bringing up how it looked like they was in the same room, like you're getting married, but your mama's being taken out at the same time. And I said, yeah, the way they shot it, it did look like it's the same room. Like, to think and know that my mother's losing her life right now and I'm getting married, and that she went and did this, to protect me so that I could still be here. And I know, you think about marriage versus a funeral, or they say you're supposed to celebrate when a person is leaving versus being born. But I was like, baby, this one hit different, like to see that side by side of that happening. So now you don't got your mother, you don't got your father, you had to take him out because he was damn raggedy. You got that on your conscience, and you pretty much feel like you ain't got nothing left. All she had left was to finally be able to express herself openly to Agnes, because she knew it was a wrap, get her little last kiss in, and have Garth come up here and throw her up in the room and lock the door. That's it. That's all. Just was sad all around. Like, nothing about this was a good thing. And I thought Agnes was gonna steal a kiss from Garth when she was standing out there telling him, like, please do this for me. And even when she said do it for me, because he was like, people not gonna understand or people not gonna know, she was like, I'm gonna know. I said, girl, and why he's supposed to care? But
I think that she hadn't got that assertive yet, because see, and remember in that scene, Becca leaned in to kiss her because Becca was, a little drugged up. But I think if Garth would have leaned in to kiss her, she would have taken that too. But now I feel like her hanging around Daisy. Oh, she gonna take Garth down, and
oh yeah, they gonna be in the bushes.
she gonna take him down next season for real. I hanging out with Daisy. I definitely think she gonna do that.
Yeah.
She gonna do the Chris Brown on him.
And it definitely summed it up, because even when Aunt Lydia was like, well, what's gonna happen to her, and he was telling her the options, and he said, well, shit, I mean, her uterus still works, so there's still that, and she still got that thing, so yeah, she could go ahead and be a handmaid. She still could be useful. Like, that was the only thing that they was thinking about. They ain't thinking about saving her damn life just because, And I don't know why Lydia was acting like she was shocked either, girl.
They definitely gonna suffer one way or another. Handsmaid, or you hung, or you gonna be a Martha or Mary, or
they send you to the colonies, or either way, you can't win. Just like when June asked, was Agnes happy, and Daisy was like, she can't be. Like, there's no way you can be happy in the situation.
Right.
You can't be. We talked about this, I think, like the last live or the one before that we know that, yeah, it was the last one, because from the moment when Agnes told Becca, like, Daisy was telling the truth, that her dad was like a predator, and Agnes was like, I know for sure. And then it was a switch that got flipped for Becca, because it was like, because I feel like Becca, because we already knew in the beginning of the season when Becca was just like, I don't want to get married, because I feel like she saw herself going from predator to the next.
Yeah. And it's because she was like afraid of it. It's like she was so
afraid.
Scared. She was terrified.
And you wouldn't be terrified of this unless you knew how scary it can get, because none of these other girls knew how scary it could get, except for like the outside, like the Pearl girls. Daisy. But none of them plums knew how scary it can get unless you have been terrified by a man before. And just like when they had that little ball or whatever that was that they were going to, and she hated that. She had an attitude the whole time. The happiest we seen Becca was when she picked Garth to marry her, because she knew that was the safest that she would ever be. She knew going over there with him, he was not gonna mess with her, and like that was like, she was just like, they let me pick and I picked him. Yeah, because she knew what the other thing was gonna be. That was the safest thing. So she knew. And then when Agnes told her that, yes, your dad is a predator, it's like, okay, even my own that the disassociation that she was trying to prevent, everything came ahead. So it's like, oh, you're not only touching me, but my friends too. That was the last straw. That was the last straw. So, oh yeah, we definitely know. Definitely was probably messing with Becca for a long time, because Becca hadn't been okay the whole season. I already knew, because she was not okay with this. I'm married and husband and children. She didn't want none of that. None of it. And even if it was because some people, because of her, sexuality, be like, well, what if it's just that? But even people who are gay or homosexual or lesbian, Becca had a fear of being married to a man. It wasn't just that I don't want him. It was, I don't even want to be around these men. I don't want to be around these old men. I don't want no partner. I don't want to have kids. I don't want to be in his house. She didn't want any of it because she knew things could get really ugly. That only comes from a trauma because you've been exposed to something you wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah.
So we knew once she got him. Oh, she got him for old and new. This was old and new.
And my best friend, my boo thing.
Hello.
Child boo.
She was like, me is one thing, but you now you taking it too far. Okay, he took it too far, and she had all of that anger, frustration, and trauma. She let it out. I mean, he deserved what he got. When nobody
the worst way. Yeah, but she did. I was not looking for her to do that. I really was not. I didn't know what she was gonna do. But listen,
man, he got that Norman Bates special.
I'm ready to see. I'm ready for season 2. I really am. I'm ready to see what's coming next.
I am, especially with the little rebel group up here, because now that Agnes has been stripped of being a green, they said we never had anybody go back to being a plum before, but here we are. Because Hannah's story was a very, very interesting wrap up in this season finale here. Well, when she first found out that they were holding Becca, because they're young, naive, and they don't know a lot about the world. She honestly thought that they was just gonna take Becca to the doctor to check her out, make sure she was okay. And Garth was like, "Child, the eyes got her. I don't know what you thought. I don't know." And Agnes was just like, "Well, you got to do something to help her. You wanted to y'all got to help do something." And she was just so distraught that she leaned, because that's her, her man. She leaned on him to cry and to be consoled. And, he tried to wrap his arms around her in the best way that he could in Gilead. And one of the Aunt Esty that was the one that seen her. I think.
Yeah, that hooting and hollering she doing. Lady, you don't shut the hell up.
Exactly. Let her go. Agnes, get up off of him. You can't even show. That's the most she's ever had of a man. That is the most she's ever had, a close she's ever been to a man.
And that was a safe space for her.
In her life. And she couldn't even do that. You can't even be wrapped in a warm embrace in Gilead, okay? That she couldn't do that. That was probably the most comfort she had ever felt by the love of her life. And it lasted all of 5 seconds. And she got in trouble for it because they was like, if anybody else seen you'd have been in trouble. They probably would have beat the hell out of Agnes for doing that.
Yeah.
All types of punishment for doing that. And Agnes was going through a lot. So, she talked to her fiance that stripped of her title. And he decided he don't want to be married to her no more.
I'm cool with that.
He don't want it no more. And some people, now I've seen a couple of different versions of what people assume, but I choose to go with the way I think. Some people thought that he rescinded his proposal because she was too close to the Grove case and he don't want to be a part of no scandal. This is, now mind you, this is Mr. I beat women, okay? But you don't want to be a part of that scandal. You got a whole rap sheet and a criminal record. I feel like he didn't want to be a part of her because when she said that he I know because I was a victim too. Now she doesn't say what kind, but in his mind, because he's a freaking perv, he probably thought it was the worst of the worst.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna take no chance. To him, she's sullied. Like, okay, let me move on to the next person. Yeah, she's spoiled. She ain't no good.
He ain't want it no more. He's just like, I'm good. I want it because remember, it was fun for him to think that this was a horse that needed to be broken.
Right. Exactly.
And now, because she has a voice, she doesn't mind speaking out. I think that's an issue for him too.
Yes, because anything that he would have did, she probably would have been going telling people later. But it was funny how I forgot how he phrased it, y'all. Y'all know I be getting brain fog, but I know he asked her, how she was doing, and she said something to him, and he was like, "Yeah, but you still didn't ask him my question of how you doing." Like he really was trying to come off like he was concerned and he's here for her. I know there's a lot going on. And even though he trashed, I feel like she got a 2-for-1 special. He did come through and help Becca. So it was good that she did say something to him because raggedy ass Judd wasn't doing a damn thing. He was useless. And he took himself out of the equation. So now she didn't have to deal with that nonsense that he be on. She don't even know how much she saved herself with that. But of course, freaking Paula and her daddy thinking about that. They like, how the hell, can go,
open hill.
Why the hell did he rescind it? But in all actuality, she actually won when it came to that part. But
oh, I'm gonna punch her. That's the wrong way. I'm gonna punch this.
Yeah, nobody ain't thinking about Paula raggedy ass.
She was right. You would have thought that she was distraught as if somebody took her man.
Baby, my man.
She was
said, girl, you wasn't trying to help nobody but your damn self.
She was boo-hoo crying that she thought she was going to, that she thought, boy, you would have thought that somebody came and slept with her husband.
Exactly.
She was boo-hoo crying.
Exactly.
Like, I thought I had to bitch at my house. Now she back. God damn it.
You messing this up for everything. How could you do so? I gave you everything that I had. Oh, what did you have?
Give the damn thing, girl.
Tell that she had bad genes or whatever. Like,
her hair.
Like, what? This was not your man, and he ain't never gonna want to be. He don't want you, Paul. He do not want you.
But when she told her that they want to cut you up and send you to your mother.
Yeah, send you to your mother piece by piece. Start with your toe. I said, this lady, ain't no way I would be sleeping in that house under that roof with her ass no more, child. I mean, she probably ain't lie about it, but she also didn't have to say that like that. Like she never cared.
Yeah, die slow, okay? Die slow.
Yes, but we found out her
drops every day. Fooling around with me.
Commander Mackenzie actually didn't like him anyway. He didn't like
he always be saying something when they don't want when something happened with Hannah though. He be like, you ain't say nothing beforehand, but after the fact it's like
I think he called him pompous or something.
Yeah.
Not with Commander Weston anyway. He never liked him. But now we truly see how much power Weston has.
Oh yeah, he got the power.
Because if you could get her, and we know they don't even like women in Gilead,
right?
If you could go and get her from being accused and take her home to her mama, that's a lot of power. And he just wanted to throw his weight around with that power. And now Paula mad because all the power he got, she ain't got it no more. The man of her dreams is not even in their family. She was too distraught from this.
You go lay up with him.
Exactly.
You don't want her ass.
Let him beat you black.
He don't want you
exactly.
Anyway.
Girl, he do not want you. He don't want you. But just distraught. And Agnes has a conversation with Aunt Lydia after Daisy reminds her what her real name is, and she remembered. And now, if y'all remember back in The Handmaid's Tale, we watched that scene when Agnes was writing her name.
I was waiting for that because I was like, Dad, she don't remember nothing.
She knew what her name is. She knew how to write it. Because remember, these girls don't know how to read and write. That's the one thing she knew how to write was her name. And she was like when Daisy said that to her, like, you are Hannah, it all came back to her. Like, damn it. That is my name. That June is my mama. Like, this ain't my business.
Yes.
What's going on? Yes. Like, it all came like rushing back to her. And so now she's got this new sense of self. And like goes to Aunt Lydia, like, because like I ain't saying that y'all ain't got me no husband yet. Like, I'm not even working. I know who my mama is now. Okay. Like, I got the spirit of fight in me. And she like let her know. And Aunt Lydia's like, we gonna figure it out. Like, because I knew your mom. Like, like we gonna figure this whole thing out. And we kind of see, because now Huldah is married too now. So, Becca is out of the school. Huldah is out of the school. And so Shunammite, who still ain't got her period yet.
Right.
Daisy is like one of the first Pearl girls to ever get her period. So they trying to figure this thing out. She is an experiment. So yeah, Shunammite experiment because she ain't got her period. Daisy, they trying to marry off a Pearl girl. They don't even know how this is gonna go. And then Agnes, who is the first one to have been proposed to and then get sent back.
Right.
them three gonna be trouble. In season 2, especially y'all got Daisy on y'all's hands, who we already know is like a shit starter. Yeah, this is them three gonna be the three amigos gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the big three, baby. Listen, I'm here for it. I am here for these three ladies, and I'm ready to see what they're gonna do. But Paul Hannah, Agnes, Mary Agnes, I that damn Paula. When I tell you I went to chop Paula and hit her in her throat, like Tamika said, kicking her teeth. But the way she
Every
was
time
talking
I
to
see
her,
her.
but the way when she said about being cut up and send a toe here, ear there to your mama, and this, oh, I wanted to wrap her up and swing her around and throw her away. Oh, she pissed me off with that. I said, "You just what the hell is wrong with you?" And then somebody said, "Mommy Dearest." She was definitely giving Mommy Dearest.
Oh
She
yeah.
was giving like she was off her rocker. I said,
You see, she woke
crazy.
her up. She woke her up in the middle of the night with that foolishness. And Hannah was in the damn bed, bonnet and all.
Yes,
Bonnet and all, and
yes.
she in there scrubbing the floor, all making all that noise in the middle of the night, crying and all of that, waking her up with this foolishness. I said, this is one evil lady right here. And then threatening, and your friend ain't never gonna get married, and ain't nobody gonna ever want her. And that's when she got up in the middle of the night and ran over there to Garth. Because it's just like, oh, I see where this is going.
Amina said she think that Daisy gonna end up with the commander that Agnes had.
I don't think he would take Daisy either, because I don't think he would look at her as innocent as he did Agnes, being as though she came from Canada and you can't trust a Pearl girl. I think, you know, that's a little iffy. Possibly, but a little iffy. I'm leaning more towards no with that one.
It would be nice. It would be nice.
Unless he would think that that's a challenge, but yeah, the way
unless he like I could break her like a horse. Yeah, you never
unless he
know.
Want to challenge, child,
right?
Because remember, even Dr. Grove was like, yeah, I ain't gonna fool one of these Pearl girls. I ain't gonna do that. She knows too much, so.
We'll see though. You never know which way they're gonna go in season 2. I'm definitely ready for it to come on around.
Yep, y'all. We end this episode with good old June here, y'all. Daisy writes June a letter to let her know that I'm gonna stay here in Gilead and I'm gonna fight with Agnes, and she said I'm gonna build an army is what I'm gonna do, and we're gonna take down Gilead. We're gonna do what you couldn't do. We're gonna do what Mayday couldn't do. Now I will say Mayday is slacking these days. I still think Luke is behind some of this stuff. Because ain't no way Mayday slacking and not being
and Aunt Lydia is a part of Mayday, and she ain't did a damn thing but writing in that book. Girl, if you
ain't what's gonna come of that? Because we thought that was gonna be something. That ain't come out to be nothing.
I still think I ain't off of Luke just yet, because I still feel like he's somewhere doing not a damn thing with Mayday. Okay, y'all still not doing anything, and so Daisy's Luke like, I'm about to do something. She said,
Luke can't catch a break.
Yeah, Luke will never catch a break. I know he back there somewhere. Well, let's build a bomb. So
Luke said, I'm going to live my best damn life, man.
Luke said, y'all done made me a house daddy, a house husband, with all these damn children that ain't mine, that don't belong to me, and fighting all these things. I'm out. Luke said,
He in the background somewhere. But Daisy said, yeah, we're gonna fight. I'm gonna build my own army. We're gonna take down. She said, we're going to take down Gilead. We're going to do it. And June now is realizing, like, I got some help from the inside now. That somebody maybe will help these girls understand that we are trying to get them out, and so that when we do an extraction, they'll cooperate. Because you can't just go in and snatch somebody if they feel like they're at home. You know what I mean? Like, why are you taking me from my home and all the life that I've known? And then that's a liability for Mayday. But now when you go in and get somebody that knows that they're in trouble, that knows that they're going to get raped, that knows that they should be able to read, that knows that there's rights for women on the outside, that they can be free. And if they don't want to get married, they don't have to. If they don't want to have a husband, they don't have to. That you don't have to be a Martha or get sent to the colonies if you never get your period. When they start finding out that there's a real life on the outside, they will be more inclined to actually be saved when there is an extraction. So that in my mind, June was looking like, oh, we can really get them out this time for real. like, oh, I am about to get Hannah for real, for real. Like in her mind, I feel like now we got some communication. Now Garth Brooks is gonna have to work with him, even though he's sick of their ass. He gonna have
to work now.
He gonna have to do some work, and Aunt Lydia gonna have to do some work too.
Yeah, we'll see what that looks like.
We trust Aunt Lydia now?
I don't never trust Aunt Lydia, but I want to see her put in that work. That's all I know.
Okay, she got to put in work to be trusted. Gotcha.
Mm.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
How did y'all feel about the episode ending with June?
I guess, child. I said she over here leaving her the job with the paper on it, you know, and June sitting smiling. I guess she thinking like, yeah, you know, all the hard work gonna pay off, and we gonna get somewhere now. We gonna get this ball rolling. I'm gonna get my daughter back and be able to free a whole bunch of other girls too. So I'm here for the ride. I want to see it, baby. I want to see it. I done seen y'all under and go through hell and back. I want to see y'all be free to live y'all lives. Okay.
Because we gotta.
Yeah.
It starts from within, but they gonna have to be careful because I feel like because you know Shuna might got a little fight in her too, but they gonna have to be careful with who they pick and choose to tell.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They'll snitch. They be ready to snitch.
Yeah. Everybody ain't coming along for the ride. We can't bring everybody.
Right.
Not on that one.
Yeah. And then you have to be careful of make sure they are careful with their conversations and they don't have any missteps and be doing too much like Daisy tend to do, you know, do too much talking all loud and shit. Like, girl,
exactly. But it's so funny for her not to be June's daughter. And I was reading the book again. We were listening to it as we have been going through this season, and I think I got like 2 hours left of it. I am gonna say certain things that I wish they wouldn't have changed from the book, but I know, you know, that's something that happens with all books, whether it be autobiography or anything else. They take the liberties. And I'm curious, does Nicole ever come into the story, or they just gonna say Nicole is good, she's still over there, and we ain't got to worry about her? But I said Daisy, although she's not supposed to be June's daughter, and they said in a future season we may find out who her parents really is. She has so many of June's mannerisms. Like she give the faces that June give. Only thing she missing is that hard breathing. Yeah. Baby June.
Heavy ass breathing.
That breathing used to take me out, her staring at the damn camera and breathing, but she got that's little June right there.
Yeah, because I thought she was June's daughter at first, you know, because I really didn't know, and then
in the book she is.
Yeah, the book she is.
So it's the other little girl. Okay, so she's supposed to be. So I'm like, okay, it's that little girl. Because I thought Daisy was an op at first, you know, because I didn't know. I didn't know. But when I listened to y'all review the other week, season 6, and y'all kept talking about if June staring at that damn camera one more time and breathe.
Baby, she used to irk my nerves with that damn breathing. I said, okay, June, all right now.
June does breathe hard.
Andy it. Oh, now this would be. Hold on, not this one. Hold on. I was just.
No, they need saving. Poor thing.
This one. Now I feel like Judd is either gonna go after Daisy or Agnes. I think that's gonna be a problem right there. It's gonna be Daisy.
Oh yeah, once Penny time is up, yeah, I can see that.
Once he's done poisoning Penny.
Because Penny be looking rough.
Because we need to know.
We don't know. Because Penny be looking rough. He got to be doing something to her. Because he mad that she.
In the book he is, and the TV show they haven't shown us yet. But the way she be looking, I believe that he is. Yeah, I think there's a couple of them that's been poisoning their damn wives. They get old and they don't want them no more, and they want these young things. I'm just saying that's my conspiracy.
And see, and he's mad because Penny, you know, she's still young. You expecting her to carry, y'all expecting these kids to carry babies full term and be healthy, but they're also children, and that's a lot of stress on their bodies. And y'all never told them what sex was. Y'all ain't tell them what reproductive system was. Y'all didn't tell them about illnesses and all of that stuff. And you're expecting this poor little girl who don't know nothing. Now we know her mental health is probably trash because of all of these miscarriages, stillbirths, and all that stuff she's going through.
Exactly.
And then now you're upset with her. You're slowly poisoning her because it's got. Like I said, that's what they said from the book.
Yeah, I'm curious because again, they may not do that. They may not do that in the show. So sometimes I don't even like to mention what's happening in the book, but
we know
definitely we know one way or another her time is gonna be up and he's gonna be moving on to somebody else. But I do hope they explore that more and let us know when we go into season 2, because they never circled back to her, and I was curious about that. Even my sister that watches it was like, did they close anything up with Penny? And I'm like, nah, girl, they didn't.
So I'm curious to see, because he begins so aggravated when they mention Penny.
Yeah,
not like, sir, you did this to her. Like this is your fault.
Yeah.
And so even remember Lydia asked, did he want a handmaid? And he said not yet. So he got a plan. We ain't none of us gonna like the plan, but I'm pretty sure it's some nefarious plan that he got going on. And then after Penny, we know it's gonna be something else terrible.
Right.
But I wonder what he's giving her, because whatever it is, I need him to like leave it somewhere so these ladies can get it and give it to these old ass men so they can slowly.
No, they need to give them whatever Garth Brooks daddy got.
Okay.
Whatever. What's the little girl name that fed? They was sitting there and they started bleeding out the mouth. The guy sexually assaulted her and she was pregnant in Handmaid's Tales. Not the one with the eye. The little girl. She was 14 or 15 and married that old man.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, her.
The one who was the one who was rebelling the whole time.
The man made her eat the chocolate, and then she did something with it, and she tried to poison. She poisoned herself, and I think the one with the eye, the patch. Was it her? Yeah, whatever they had, I need them to go give that to them men, okay, and take all the instances out.
Like EJ said, it'd be in the hands of.
I was just about to say, EJ been wanting the Marthas to cook something up for a minute, okay?
Because if they can make, if Rita can make that daggum wedding cake, okay, and put other people to sleep, I need her to put it in the food so they can die, okay? They can die slowly.
Oh yeah, I definitely remember that one. From The Handmaid's Tale. That was a rebel child. Yeah.
What happened to the Martha with the bad leg?
I don't know. Same thing. What happened to Nick's wife and her bad leg? Why they got bad? What's wrong with these women in Gilead? What's wrong with them?
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what happened with Nick's wife.
I know she should be alive somewhere. And because I think they had a son or something. They had a son.
Yeah, they may have put her to be remarried to somebody else.
But y'all, that is how this is how the episode ends. I was just gonna say, Nick's wife is probably been remarried to somebody because they don't like widows. Soon as you ain't got no husband, they're gonna throw you one somewhere.
Yeah.
And he probably don't like her either. So however that goes. But yeah, they never got Colorado back. The Gilead can't infiltrate them no more. They tried. That's when they got their ass whooped trying to get it back. So they can be taken down. It's just gonna
Oh, okay. Esther Keys. Okay. Yeah. I wonder whatever came of her baby. Because was she pregnant the man had she ended up getting pregnant?
We got to hopefully they'll kind of like expand on some of the other people in Gilead in season 2, and some more faces will pop up, because like I said, we do not know who Daisy's parents are, but we just know that they took her she was saved from Gilead. So that might be something that we find out, some more information we get into season 2, and June might be involved. We might see some more faces pop up in season 2. But y'all let us know in the comments how what would you rate this series? Give us a scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate the series? What is your overall ranking?
10, 10, 10. I give it a 10. Because I'm new to it. I give it a 10. I'm gonna give it a 10. Give it a 10 across the board.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 10. This is probably gonna go on my list of on at the end of the year when I do my top 5 TV shows. This is definitely gonna be in there. It's definitely gonna be in there from start to finish. they came out the gate with 3 good episodes.
Yeah, they definitely did that
Mhm.
thing. I forgot how much the streaming it was, but it was like one of the biggest streamed shows on Hulu. It broke records. I don't think anybody was expecting it to do as much as it did. So
Mhm.
shout out to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She'll have me in so much rage, and yet I still kept coming back.
Okay. Happy if I feel it's all throat all tight and telling myself to breathe. Like, girl, you got to breathe.
For real. Used to have to prepare before and after.
I'm telling you, I've said if a series make me to spark that much emotions of anger, I'm like it got to be good. It's got to be a good series. So y'all know we will be back for season 2. Make sure if you all are here right now, give us a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to everyone's channel before y'all come out of here. We're gonna let y'all know what to expect because we got some stuff coming up. So Candy, we'll start with you. What can we expect? What's going on this week?
Tuesday we're doing the Real Housewives of Atlanta episode that airs tonight. We'll be doing that Tuesday. Wednesday, Tamika and I will be in our laughing bag with Tyler Perry's The Oval, episode 3, and Divorce Sisters is over with. So damn, I think we're gonna be doing Zatima on Thursday, and then Friday we're gonna be doing not Raising Kanan.
The Shy.
Yeah. Thank you. And then Sundays, we're not booking anything on Sundays because All the Queen's Men is on the way back. And though Sunday is for going to Eden, okay? Club Eden is where there is always a vibe, okay? Thank you for having me, Kay. I appreciate you all for putting me onto this wonderful show. I do not take anything back from it. Thank you.
And thank you for joining us and coming on over to Gilead. We told you it was going to be a lot, but you took it like a champ, okay?
I did.
You survived. Y'all, she watched The Handmaid simultaneously while watching The Testaments, okay? She binged it all at one time, okay?
Yeah, you go,
I wouldn't
girl.
advise nobody to do that.
Kendall's been doing that too. I don't know if she got to finish it, but she was moving fast. I said, okay, girl.
I did have to take a 2-week break at one point because it was a lot.
Yeah,
take a break,
definitely shout out for that.
Yeah.
And shout out to EJ because she had to step, out of it. Life be life, but we've been here representing for her. Shout out to Moochie because she got caught up and she had wanted to join tonight, but she wasn't able to. Yeah, lift them both up with all the love, okay? And as far as me, I pretty much got the same thing as Candy just said. I think the only thing that's different is Tuesday is From, and Friday we got the last Euphoria. Okay, and when that's done and Raising Kanan come in, then Raising Kanan gonna take that spot, and gotta still figure out what days we gonna do House of Dragon and Vampire Lestat. But I did yesterday do a self-care. You can do anything, but you can't do everything. Okay, you gotta take a little time out sometime. That was the discussion, and I, talked about awarenesses that's going on in June and positive affirmations and all those things. And then I did what you should be watching on movies and TV shows that's coming out for June, and it's a whole lot. So if y'all didn't get to see that, go check that out. Maybe, you ain't know about some of the shows or movies that's coming, and you could go look into everything that's happening. And that's it. That's all, I think.
Thank you, Tamika. Make sure y'all hit like and subscribe on their channels as well. And yes, everything that she said. Tuesday we're back for From new episode tonight, y'all. So we will be back on Tuesday. Come with your theories and everything. Y'all already know how we gonna roll with From. And y'all, all of my From fans, I will be dropping a special interview this week from a From cast member. I'm gonna tell y'all who it is on Tuesday. I'm gonna tell y'all who I did an interview with on Tuesday when we reviewed From. And yes, we will be wrapping up Euphoria this Friday. I'm about to actually watch that episode. So wrapping that show up this Friday. And y'all need to be on the lookout. We will be talking about the Vampire Lestat. We'll be doing House of the Dragon and Raising Kanan. So if you watch any of those, if y'all watch any of those shows, Make sure y'all subscribe and turn on your notification bell so y'all will be here when we drop reviews and have discussions for all of those shows. We about to update this calendar because y'all know we're going to be right here. We're going to be right here. So make sure you hit like and subscribe. Thank you all for rocking with us. I know this is a heavy show. This is a lot for a lot of people. And for y'all to be able to come back Sunday after Sunday and watch along with us and comment. And we even had the executive producer check out our live stream. If he don't hop in here while it's live, he comes in and, after, watch the replay and let us know. And if our reviews and discussions been good enough for the executive producer and y'all, we've did the job. We've done our job. And that's all we can do. So thank you all for making our live streams what they are. Yes, come on back. Come on back. We will be here. So thank you all for joining us, and make sure you turn on your notification bell because we will be right back soon with some more content.
Filling them with octane, got them gassed up, about to get blasted up. So the last one was the most brother miss him. I seen him when he kissed him at the wake, made his body shoot. The high guy in 850, eyes smoking, rap terror, more chrome and terror. Street fly by deliverance, the fifth is conspicuous. Bad boy slipped in 95, ridiculous. My rap lines is like landmines. One step, kaboom, black suits fill the room. To women making surgery, my is the click. Act up, I have my honey's total budget.